Hello and welcome to my channel. It was requested by Elaine after she'd watched some of my coral fidgets that she was saying, could I do a video on how I do my extra bits that go around the outsides? And this one you saw was all sorts of bits. It's got twiddles, it's got flat bits. And the other one was a bit more coloured, but you can still see it's still got twiddles and it's got bigger flat pieces. There's a bigger flat piece. Just add-ons once you've done your main coral. So we're going to see about doing some. Now, examples, Exhibit A is an instant little twiddle. I'll explain in a minute how he's done. Exhibit B is a fatter one. Now these are obviously at the moment done separately, but you can do any of this as you're doing your actual big coral. You just go to your edge of your coral and chain outwards. And a flat fidget. Now this one's just been done with 2 stitches in one, miss one, 2 stitches in another. There are so many little squares you can do. Let's have a look. You see, that was the coloured version of the one I've just done as the example for you. You've also got like a fishing netty one. That's a bit more chainy. You've got bubble stitch or puff stitch as it's called. There's another one that's a completely strange one, wavy one, that's been worked up. That's like a crocodile stitch, I think, and it's worked up the actual main. You do a chain and you work up the different bits. Anyway, so what I've done that may help if you can see it, I'm hoping, is to type this out for you. Now, it's a case of me holding it still enough that you can then take a screenshot and you would have the instructions. If it doesn't work, you can't get it, drop me an email and I'll send you one straight back because it's only a print off. Anyway, on this it says, let me just go through it. It says twiddly bits for hyperbolic coral fidgets. It's a mouthful, isn't it? I've used double knit wool. Just some double knit wool, and I actually use a 3.5 hook. I do when he's there. He's just a 3.5. You're not going to see that, I wouldn't imagine whatsoever. But that's what I use. Now you can use any wool you want and any hook you want. But whatever you do use will determine your length and your thickness of your actual bit. Now, for the little twiddle, just a little fun one. So easy. As I said, if you're doing it on your coral, all you would do is get to a bit and chain. Now this one is 20, so I chain 20 off if I was doing it on there. If I'm doing them separately beforehand, I would do a slip knot and I would chain 20. And then I'm going to turn and you're going to skip 2 chains, but you're going to do a double crochet in the 3rd chain. And that makes 1, yeah? Or it makes your end where you've skipped is your first double crochet. Then you're doing 1, so that's 2, and you want 1 more in that same chain to get your 3. And then what you do, you continue doing, can you see these? 3 chains, 3 double crochets in 1 chain. There's no extra chaining in between. You move on to the next chain hole and you do 3 in there again. And because it's 3 in 1, it is very easy to make it twiddle. Leave yourself enough ends to be sewing them onto your main coral, if that's what you want to do. Also on there is about the thicker ones, or a chunky one, or and what this one is, let's see if we can see this one clearer. I've done my chain 20, so I've got my basic row. Then I'm doing my 3 double crochets into 1 chain again, which is going to give me that. But then at the end, I'm going to turn, I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to go back on the top. On the top of these, you'll see you've got your chains up the top. So I've chained 2, and I'm coming back into the next one, and I'm going to do 2 in there. So that sort of gives me my 3. And then from then on in, every top, I'm going to put 3 double crochets in again. That will give you your bigger twister. Now, fiddly little devils these are. If you can get them to sit right, they will sit right. You just wind them round and round and round and round and round. So you've got one bit at the back and one bit at the front. Let him go. And here's your twister. Very easy. Just, different wools, different needles, hooks, whatever you want. The flat fidget is on the bottom as well of this sheet. Now, this one, what have I done there? I've done 15 chains. So again, you'll do your slip knot. 15 chains. Then I'm going to turn it. And I'm going to chain 2. Miss 1. And go into the next one and do 2 double crochets in there. Then I'm going to miss a chain and do 2 double crochets in the next one. So you can see what's happening, whichever way up you want to have it. You're getting, stretching for you, 2 for 1. Yeah, 2 in 1 and 1 in between. And you just keep going backwards and forwards till it's as long as you want. That was the how-to on the simplest ones. As I said, there are like puff stitch ones, but it's the same principle. As long as you can do different stitches, you can do different little blocks. There's no stopping you. You can do them in any colour. And it's about making them feel different, because that one will feel different to that one, because this is like a bubble stitch. It's the puff stitch. That one will feel different again because it's more holey, like a lacy stitch. Funny twiddle on there. Oh, there's another one. Now that one looks like a shell stitch to me. It's not as tactile as that one, but it's more tactile than that one. It's a different colour, so you can do any colour you want. That one was done, it's a bit strange, isn't it? I did some chains, and then on the end I was making chains and sort of a flowery pattern. Nothing specific, just odd bits. That one's just 3 of the single twizzles. That one is a straight bit, and all I've done there, made a straight, just come up, just some, looks like a single crochet or even a half double crochet. Up near the top, you would do like 2 stitches, chain some, and then do 2 stitches at the other end. I won't give you exact stitch numbers because you might want it a thicker one or a thinner one, or it's a very much a judgment by eye of what you're doing. Anyway, then you come back and you do another couple of rows, but you're picking up on that top chain. to get back there. Add a button. And it does up. Oh, more fiddles. We're going the wrong way, aren't we? So this one was a bit strange. It was just, yeah, very strange. I did a single, just a chain, and then I went back and I did a single crochet going backwards. I moved over a bit and did another big chain, and then went back on that one with singles, and they sort of lock up on each other. That was our one that we've seen, because we've done that one. That's just another squiggly one. So what I've done there, by the looks of it, I've done some single crochets for about 2 rows. Then I've done a double crochet, and then in the top I've put 2 into 1. That's 2 into 1 start, and that gives me my ruffle bit. Okay, what we got here? That's just a different one. It was a chain out. Then it had the puff stitch. I'd go on back with puff, and then I'd come back again with a half DC, and then I sewed it on halfway through. Now, so we've done that one. So we're going this way. Bit more of the lacy, just a bit bigger. It's just chains. All you're doing is chains, looping it, and then going back. So you're picking up one chain and you're looping it and going in the top of the next chain. So very little screwed up ones. You're just doing your chain, and you're doing 2 in 1. Just a single crochet 2 in 1, and you'll get your little fidgets. And there you go. That's just back to the normal part of your coral. So I do hope this has helped, and I hope this helps you, Elaine. As I said, if you can't see the pattern, do email me and I'll ping it over to you. The email is lindacrossland@hotmail.com. It's all in one word, so it's LYNDACROSSLAND, spell my own name, at hotmail.com. And I'll ping it straight back to you. No problem. Hope this has helped. So I should say on that note, do give us a thumbs up. You never know what I'm going to come up with. You stay safe, you take care. Thanks, Elaine, for the suggestion. See you later. Bye-bye for now.